Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? Waltzing Matilda, Matilda, my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, leading a water bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and he grabbed him with glee, and he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, Matilda, my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, leading a water bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Whose is that jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, Matilda, my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, leading a water bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, up jumped the swagman and leapt into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, Matilda, my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, leading a water bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, Matilda, my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, leading a water bag, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, I love to have a beer with Duncan, I love to have a beer with Duncan. We drink in moderation, and we never ever ever get rolling drunk. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Duncan, 'cause Duncan's me mate. Well, I love to have a beer with Colin, I love to have a beer with Col. We drink in moderation, and it doesn't really matter if it brings a doll. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Colin, 'cause Colin's me mate. Well, I love to have a beer with Kevin, I love to have a beer with Kevin. We drink in moderation, and he drives me home in his big old shed. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Kevin, 'cause Kevin's me mate. Well, I love to have a beer with Patrick, well, I love to have a beer with Pat. We drink in moderation, and it wouldn't really matter if the beer was flat. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Patrick, 'cause Patrick's me mate. Well, I love to have a beer with Robert, well, I love to have a beer with Bob. We drink in moderation, just one more beer and back on the job. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Robert, 'cause Robert's me mate. I love to have a beer with Duncan, well, I love to have a beer with Duncan. We drink in moderation, and we never ever ever get rolling drunk. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. Well, I love to have a beer with Duncan, 'cause Duncan's me mate. Well, I love to have a beer with Duncan, 'cause Duncan's me mate. there's an old Australian stockman lying, dying. He gets himself up onto one elbow and he turns to his mates who are gathered around and he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate, watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate, so watch me wallabies feed. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, curl, keep me cockatoo cool. Don't go acting the fool, curl, just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Take me koala back, Jack, take me koala back. I live somewhere out on the track, Mac, so take me koala back. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Mind me platypus duck, Bill, mind me platypus duck. Don't let him go running amok, Bill, just mind me platypus duck. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Play your didgeridoo, blue, play your didgeridoo. Keep playing till I shoot through, blue, just play your didgeridoo. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tan me hide when I'm dead, Fred, tan me hide when I'm dead. So we tanned his hide when he died, Clyde, and that's it hanging on the shed. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down.
I'm only a backblock shearer, boys, as easily can be seen. I'm sure in most of the famous sheds on the plains of the Riverine. I'm sure in most of the famous sheds and seen the big tallies done. But somehow or other, I don't know why, I never became a gun. Hurrah, me boys, me plates are set and I feel both fit and well. Tomorrow you'll find me at my pen when the gaffer rings the bell. With Hayden's pate and thumb guts fixed and both of me blades pulled back. Tomorrow I'll go with my sliding blow for a century or the sack. I've opened up the windpipe straight, I've opened behind the ear. I'm sure in every possible style in which a man can shear. I've studied all the cuts and drives of famous men I've met, but I've never succeeded in plastering up those three little figures yet. Hurrah, me boys, me blades are set and I feel both fit and well. Tomorrow you'll find me at my pen when the gaffer rings the bell. With Hayden's pate and thumb guts fixed and both of me blades pulled back. Tomorrow I'll go with my sliding blow for a century or the sack. The boss walked down this morning and I saw him stare at me. I'd mastered Moran's great shoulder cut as he could plainly see. But I've another surprise for him that will give his nerves a shock. But tomorrow I'll show him that I have mastered Pierce's rangtang block. Hurrah, me boys, me blades are set and I feel both fit and well. Tomorrow you'll find me at my pen when the gaffer rings the bell. With Hayden's pate and thumb guts fixed and both of me blades pulled back. Tomorrow I'll go with my sliding blow for a century or the sack. And when I succeed, as I hope I do, then I intend to share at the Wagga demonstration that's held there every year. It's there I'll lower the colours, me boys, the colours of Mitchell & Co. And instead of deeming you will hear of Widgie go wear a Joe. Hurrah, me boys, me blades are set and I feel both fit and well. Tomorrow you'll find me at my pen when the gaffer